Now, prosecutors narrow the phone timeline to the night before and the afternoon of January 24th.
You look at the source file, you can see the source file indicates that the image was modified under the component where it says adjustments.
So just for the jurors looking at this report, here in the metadata, capture time is when the photo was taken. Above it, the 1/23/23, that's the date that the picture was changed in some way?
Yes.
And are you able to tell how the photograph was changed?
I can do analysis based on an image and see that an image from its native format was modified.
So basically, if I'm on my phone and looking at photos and I brighten something or I crop something, crop someone out of a photo, that would show it as being modified?
It would show it as being modified. In this instance, it created a new file, which is why it has the created and modified date being the same.
And so would it be accurate to state that on this type of phone, when you modify a photo, you can change that photo and leave it there changed, or you can create a new image with that changed photo?
Well, with an iOS device, Apple has the capability of taking what's known as a live photo. It's a proprietary name with Apple, but the exact file type is HEIC file. HEIC stands for High Efficiency Image Container. HEIC or a live photo is essentially that. It's a container or burst of images that are taken over a very short period of time. It's a more effective way to store an image file within a device. It takes up less room. It also allows the user to have a multitude of pictures to choose from at a single point in time. If you modify an HEIC image to be a singular photo, you can save it to the file type known as a JPEG or JPG.
So a live photo is one of those photos that's taken, and you see a little movement before it settles into the photo when you look at it?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that an automatic setting on iPhones that it's set to live and you have to change it if you don't want that feature?
That's correct.
And so if you modify the photo and save that photo, that modified photo is not live?
Correct.
And is that what you saw here? There were a lot of photographs of the children that were accessed and modified in some way?
Yes.
And during what time frame were these photographs accessed and changed?
During the evening hours of January 23rd, 2023.
So he places this activity on the evening before the deaths. Multiple photos of the children were accessed and modified in some way.
Okay, if we could go to the next, please. And what is this report displaying?
This is another timeline report with the first event starting January 24th, 2023 at 4 o'clock p.m.
And does it go on January 24th, 2023 from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.?
That's correct. It encompasses everything that would be before that time frame. It appears the last entry is 7:02:01 p.m.
And this would contain all of the things that were done with the phone between 4 and 8 p.m. on January 24th, 2023. Is that correct?
Everything that was detected by the forensic tool based on the extraction type.
Okay. And if we could go to the time frame 4:30 to 4:35. Using the tool, we'll search Miralax. here, starting at item 37 at 4:46 p.m., is there a search for Miralax for kids on the phone?
Yes.
And again, we're seeing the search for Miralax for kids, 446.55, 446.55, the same time over and over again. Is that another example of one search showing up in multiple categories?
Correct. As an examiner, I would be looking at the timestamp and also the category second box in from the left, indicating that the Celebrate software has parsed it in multiple locations.
If you could search 3D. In searching 3D in the document, we see here multiple sources. You could do a search with the number 3D. So we see here at 4:43 p.m. on January 24th, a search for the 3V menu, correct?
Yes.
If we could scroll down a little. And again, those are all at the same time, so they indicate one search for the menu.
Yes, and the tools parsed it in multiple categories.
And we could go back. Was there also a search for an Apple Maps for 3V?
Yes.
And what time was that?
I'm sorry, there's a glare.
If we could go to 4:13 p.m. And here in Apple Maps, do we see 3V restaurant at 4:13 p.m.?
Yes.
This is now January 24th. The phone data shows 3V Restaurant in Apple Maps at 4:13, followed later by searches for its menu and Miralax for kids.
And when you're using a map feature to look up a location, such as Apple Maps, what type of information do you learn when you plug in a location or an address into Apple Maps?
A route preview.
And does that route preview give you a length of time it would take to travel to that location?
Depending on what you indicate as your originating location, yes.
And so if you plug in 3V Restaurant to Apple Maps and it maps out a route to get there, does it tell you from your location to 3V how long it would take to get there?
Based on traffic conditions, yes.
Because that changes constantly, correct?
Yes.
So if I open up my Apple Maps and I put in 3V right now from here, at this time, the time it takes to get there might be different than, say, at 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes.
And so if we can go to 4:47 p.m. And here at 4:47 p.m., again, we're seeing the search for kids Miralax, correct?
Yes.
Is is there also a visit to a CVS website here at 44704?
Yes, it's categorized in multiple categories within the tool, but it parsed an artifact at that time.
Prosecutors are now building the phone's minute-by-minute activity from the afternoon of January 24th.